In an effort to keep Iranian personnel and weapons out of Iraq is largely won or lost along the border. Tonight, a look at how U.S. troops are helping the Iraqis secure what has been a porous frontier in the war. Correspondent David Piper has that story.
At dawn, this U.S. military patrol heads out to the long border between Iraq and Iran in Wasip province. Their role is key in stopping the transport of sophisticated weapons from Iran sent to wreak carnage amongst the U.S. military and Iraqi civilians in places like Baghdad. It's not a lone fight, though. They support the Iraqi border guards in this region, and their first port of call today is with the officer in charge of them. After the usual pleasantries, it's down to business, and the general's main concern is what is happening on the Iranian side of the border.
The equipment we have really should be as modern to what Iran has.
As usual, there is a long list of Iraqi military needs, but everybody is happy when it's learned that the requested equipment, such as night vision binoculars, was in fact delivered recently. With that, the U.S. heads out into the desert to check on security along the border. Even though Iraqi border guards control this area, this American patrol will inspect their checkpoints and offer advice.
And checkpoints control the flow of traffic. You may think this road here just moves strictly along the border, but it has numerous side routes that head towards the town of Al-Qud, but eventually into Baghdad. So intercepting the flow of accelerants at the checkpoints is extremely important.
Intercepting accelerants or bomb materials is helped dramatically in this region by the fear smugglers have in walking across these desert dunes. Thousands of mines laid here during the Iran-Iraq war remain unmapped. Just straying from any path could be deadly. The US and Iraqi teams are also aided by a series of forts left over from the Saddam era. Iraqi guards peer far into the distance, into Iran, looking for activity, and there are security concerns for these Americans. This border patrol can't go any further on this trip. Just over there is Iran, and we have intelligence now that the Iranians are offering a bounty to kidnap US troops. This is a very sensitive border area. One Iraqi-held fort we can't go to sits in a disputed area between the two countries.
Iraq says it's in their territory. Iran says it's in their territory, but they've just been threats. Nothing has come from that yet.
Very little advanced weaponry has been intercepted so far along this area of the border, but it's still getting through somewhere because it's turning up in Baghdad. A sobering thought is that throughout Saddam's repressive reign, even he couldn't stop the smuggling from Iran. On the Iraq-Iran border, David Piper, Fox News.